Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and today's replay is from the user Tractor Slowpert. That is Tractor Slowpert, and he's driving the AMX 1357F on a standard battle on the airfield. AMX 1357F being a special tier 7 light tank for the French. Not much known about the tank. It is good, has decent speed and manoeuvrability, a good gun as well. And the gun is really the thing that sets it apart. Has that auto loader. The 8 shell auto loader. Has a decent reload speed between the 8 shells, but as you can see, it fires a shot pretty much every single second. Doesn't do a fantastic amount of damage, as we can see. We'll take a look at the stats. It only does at 90 average damage, has a penetration of 143, but the speed with which this thing fires is absolutely awesome. Tractor just attempting to get into a place where he could get some gun depression. Being let down just a little bit though, so deciding to fall back and reload the cannon. They're going to try and get into a position where he can rain fire down on his enemies. One bad thing about this tank, I would say, though, is it doesn't carry very many shells. As you see, with an 8 shell auto loader, the amount of shells that it carries is not fantastic. Does land some good shots on the Lorraine 40-ton there, and decides to rain fire down the T-71. As you can see, gets some great hits there. 4 shells in a row for 364 points of damage. And with him taken out, it's now going to be time to reload that cannon. This is a tier 10 game though, and the penetration of this gun is not fantastic. Just squaring off against things like that IS-7 is going to be very, very tricky. Finds the Lorraine 40 out in the open. I think he decides that he's just going to take the hit from the Lorraine, who actually misses, and then put shot after shot after shot after shot for 800 points of damage. All 8 shots landed there and just eliminated the Lorraine 40-ton from existence. This game is all squared. 8 kills to 8. Sorry, 3 kills to 3. No idea where I got the word 8 from. Does find an IS-7 and an AMX 5100. 5100 only has 5 hit points. So Tractor going to try and take him out, but he's playing smart. Knows that Tractor's up here. Just going to switch his attention to this IS-7. Although he then gets taken out by the artillery. Does find the AMX 5100 out, making a move. Decides just to cliff dive to get it. Takes him out without taking any damage in return. Excellent, excellent piece of work there. Takes this opportunity to reload his gun. Now going to make a move towards the enemy lines. There are quite a lot of enemy tanks in the centre here, and he's the only guy on this right-hand flank. Rest of the allied team is in the centre and the south there. Is landing some great shots on this IS-8 here, and with the speed of this gun, he's able to eliminate the IS-8 before he's even able to spin around. Is now in the sights of this M103, but the M103 for some reason just holds his fire so long that he doesn't even shoot. Didn't land any damage whatsoever in return. And that is another great clip there from Tractor Slowpert. Landed 25 shells so far and 2,000 points of damage, and being instrumental in holding this flank for the allied team. Now he's landing shot after shot on this T-54. If he can land one more hit, it looks like the Leopard 1 takes him out, but not before Tractor Slowpert did almost 500 points of damage through his side armour. But as you can see, this tank really does need to be used as a flanker. With its lackluster penetration at tier 10, it's going to find it difficult to compete. Is now getting chased by an AMX 1390. His cannon has reloaded now. We're going to see if this thing can duel with a 1390. I think most of it is going to come down to individual player skill. Decides to juke to the left and then juke to the right again. Going to try and lose the AMX 1390. I don't think Tractor wants any part of the one-on-one duel, although this AMX 1390 isn't going to let him get away without a fight. So Tractor is just going to try and keep drawing him on and take the fight where he wants it to be. But it's not really like he can lead him back towards the guns of his allies, as he doesn't have any allies in this location. AMX 1390's given up now. He knew the Tractor went back onto the airfield, but the AMX 1390 decided to get greedy and go for the E100 instead of continuing to pressure Tractor. Artillery shells landing there. Lands 2 good shots. Can he continue landing hits on the AMX 1390? He can indeed. And he's just going to whittle him down with shot after shot after shot. Landed 7 out of 8 shots there to do 606 points of damage. But as you can see, doesn't have enough damage in the clip to take out a 1390. Whereas a 1390 will almost certainly have the damage in a clip to take him out. Lands 2 great shots as the 1390 makes a move. That's 776 damage in total. And this game is still all even at 11 kills to 11. Taking fire now from the ST1. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything to an ST1 from the front. So he decides to fall back towards his own half of the map. Allied IS-7 dueling with the enemy IS-7 had the better of that one. And the Allies now winning 12 kills to 11. There's himself an IS-7 and 2 artillery pieces left alive. Tractor making an effort to try and get around the side or the rear of this ST1. Looks like the ST1's trying to keep himself safe. Can't stay still for too long, as the enemy still does have this GW Panther. Did a good job keeping the rock between himself and the ST1, but the AMX 1390 was in the background there. He landed a shot onto Tractor. He's going to take a different position in the bushes here in an effort to try and get some eyes on the enemy locations. Allied artillery doing the smart thing of splitting up. One staying in the south, one going to the north. IS-7 moving through the base. Tractor offering some advice in the chat, asking the IS-7 to go directly up the centre below him. He's going to make a move now. Looks like the AMX 1390 is attacking. The IS-7 stops to try and get a shot on the AMX 1390. The artillery shells land. Doesn't do any damage though. ST1 has now appeared from the south. Tractor's got to be careful here. He doesn't get shot in the rear. Shot in the rear he does, but I think that one only did tracking damage, no actual damage. Telling the IS-7 to go attack the ST1, that he's got this. That he should be able to take out the AMX 1390. He only has 324 hit points left, but Tractor only has 5 shells in the chamber. Hopefully it's going to be enough. Otherwise the artillery may be called upon to do some shotgunning. Gets into the bush, doesn't find the AMX 1390. He's playing it very, very cagey. Very, very carefully. There he is. Tractor starts to land damage. Gets 1 good hit. Now just going to come from the front. To be honest, he could probably fire these 4 shots in the time that the AMX 1390 could fire 2. But he's probably only got the hit points to take 1 shot. Going to move in now. The AMX 1390 misses his shot, and that's a death sentence for him as he gets taken out. That's kill number 4. 3,500 points of damage. That just leaves the ST1 and the GW Panther. Although Tractor just saying in chat there that he only has 1 AP and 1 APCR shell left. It's not really going to be enough to make much of a difference, although there is only an artillery piece left for the enemy team. I'm going to speed this one up until we get back into the action. Tractor moving in on the last known position of the GW Panther. Going to see if he's been smart and moved off, or if he's going to be in exactly the same place. Looks like he's making a run for it now, but it's a little bit too late. Tractor lands 1 shot, and that is it for his AP shells. Got 1 APCR left, but he can't do 263 points of damage. What he can do, though, is just keep eyes on this GW Panther for his allies to hit. They do have 2 artillery. Gets another shot, fires off his last shell there. Their first artillery shell misses. Can the second one land? Nope, the IS-7 takes him out. That is GG and the victory. So absolutely awesome game played there by Tractor Slowpert in the AMX 1357F, scoring himself almost 4,000 points of damage, 4 kills, and really being instrumental in his team's victory, holding the north and the centre there against huge odds and a lot of larger tanks than he was. So excellent played game there by you. Thank you very much for sending that replay in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, please send that into replay@screenreality.com. The link for that is in the description. Just attach the replay file itself or the link to the What Replay website to the email, and I can check that one out for you. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you just enjoyed it, think about hitting that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content on this channel. I've been Maxwell, this has been a World of Tanks replay, and I will catch you guys next time.